Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the world. I was poking at some settings and started a minute late. I've been looking at Pilot's Life from Simbit World. I've been doing that as a career for a few weeks now. Started over multiple times, just still learning the software. I think I have it somewhat down. Chose I think a couple sessions ago, not stole, we chose a career. I've been watching too many things on X as of late. Brain's full of all the craziness going on in the world. But some weeks back, I chose a career with European Air Transport, which is a branch of DHL. Well, the week is up, and job market rotates every week, and these are my current offerings. I also applied for American Airlines, but got rejected. I think it's because if you look at the back at the dashboard here, I think it's because I'm not even a first officer yet, and so until I get my rank up to a certain point, I think those airlines are out of my reach. So, but since I like changing things up all the time, I thought what I would do is instead of continuing with DHL, which is just the missions are only in these routes here that you see. These, was it one, two, three, four routes here, and they do back and forths, right? So I thought about taking one of the offers that I've been given on the job market here. And this is where the offers are. This is the entire airlines, and you can look at them all. Um, I was going through the list of them. I can't I can't do, like, real quick, aero contractors. I've never heard of them, but that doesn't mean anything. I can't do them because they don't have a B738. Because I only have in the sim, I only have, well, I have a license for 737. I only have in the sim a B738, which is just uh, the 737-800 is all it is. So, looking at aero contractors, I can't join them, even though I don't even know who they are. They fly in a very small area. Where was it? Nigeria. They're in Nigeria. Just a small area in Africa here. Airdo looked interesting. I've had them pop up before in my former run throughs on initial run throughs on them. They don't have any 738s either, but it would be fun to be in the Japan area, I thought. Alba Star, I think, is, oh, Spain. It's in the same area. It does have 738s. It would open up more routes. More coverage. So that, I mean, it's a possibility. The pay isn't the greatest. If you go back and look at the pay, it's only 20. So I mean, that's a possibility. Corendon Corendon Airlines. I'm probably messing that name up. It's a Turkish-based airlines. A lot of routes all over the place. They do have 738s, and they are offering the most money. It's a possibility. I don't know. I mean, look real quick. The secondary thing to think about um, when doing this is I like to have deliveries, and I don't know if the liveries for that are available. Oh, they are. Never mind. So, I mean, that's a possibility. It would be nice to have a um, deeper number of routes. You know what I mean? Wish I could make this bit full size, but I can't. But I mean, it looks like at least one route. Where is this going? It goes all the way over to India. I don't know. I just like to see more landscapes. And I mean, this goes all over, even United Kingdom, and I didn't really look at this because I saw Turkish and I didn't think it was going to have that many routes. I guess I just really didn't pay attention very well. I might be tempted. It's a lot of money, and it would be passenger. That was the other problem with the DHL is there's no chance for passenger, and I like to mix it up. I don't know. I constantly need to change things. Let's see. Turkish Airline Incorporated. They sometimes tell you what type of, yeah, right here, passenger. So these are passenger flights. So, I mean, that could be pretty fun. They have 15 planes in their fleet. So that's not such a bad deal. But the one I was looking at was this next one, which the pay is very similar, but it's in the Japan area, like I mentioned earlier, on the other one, the Airdo. And they got 29 planes. They have. Did they tell you how many air routes? Flight number. And their passenger as well. So, and both have a livery available. So I am tempted to try that because it would be fun to fly around the islands, right? In the landing. I don't know. I'm weird. It's got a few different routes. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 destinations at least. I'm leaning Skymark still. Although the Turkish one looks pretty cool too. I think I'm gonna go Asian. Go for Asian for a week. And then, we'll see what the next holds. I mean I really like this idea. I don't know why. Just to see another part of the world, I think, is really what it boils down to. The Turkish one, while I would see bits and pieces of another part, well, just for completeness, here is Swift Air. Swift Air did not. Oh, it did. It did have two, but look at their routes. I mean, it's very similar to where I've been before. I don't know. Let's go back to the Turkish one real quick. Turkish one, I mean, it would be a little bit different, but it's very similar to what I've been doing. Because in the London area, it would include some other areas down here. So I mean, it is somewhat new. We'd be landing in other areas, Syria, and so we would see other places in the world, and it would go up here. I mean, it is more expansive. I'll give it that. You know, it's funny. I'm looking at getting the 727, which I believe. So it released last week on Aerosoft. It's releasing tomorrow on Cl Trail, Cloud Trail, Cloud Contrail. So I might be picking that up here. The only reason I didn't pick it up on Aerosoft is I got so many software managers that I get. I don't know. It's too many. I think I'm gonna download the liveries while I'm here, since I already looked them up. Get them both in there in case this comes up again. It's funny. There's a there's a Pikachu. There's a couple Pikachu liveries for Skymark. It's funny. I think I'll pull them down just for fun. Okay, they're started. So I downloaded 3 things and yet I have 4 things in the queue. How did I accomplish that? Oh, I guess there was 4. Never mind. So I don't know. Should we do Corden or should we do... Wow, this guy does all kinds of different combos. Getting distracted, but that's not new. Oh, this guy's got some fleet ones. Oh wow, they have different combinations too. Wow. What has this guy done? So I don't know. I'm still torn. The Turkish airline seems to have more routes. There's a benefit to that for, like, mixing it up a little bit. But the island kind of appeals to me at the moment. I think I'm gonna go with the Japan one, Skymark. Because I think it'd be fun to fly over the islands and stuff. And then if I get bored of that for next week, then I'll maybe and Cor Corendon Airlines is not available next week. I could always apply and see what happens. You know what I mean? Let's get these loaded. When I say get these loaded, I mean, oh, they're still downloading. I can open up these and get this started. If you're not familiar with the process of adding these liveries to the PMDG 737, you have to run through their application. All right, paste. Which one did I grab? The nice thing is they did make it so that you can add multiple at the same time. They all come in this PTP file format. It's kind of wild. Still waiting for one more. Do I still have it open? Oh. Just finished. Now I just gotta, it reshuffled on me, so I gotta figure out which one have I extracted and which one I haven't. Should have deleted the, oh, cow. Should have deleted it as I extracted them. Actually, I'm pretty stupid. I probably just should right click and extract. Well, it looks like I at least have all the Skylarks, so I'll run the... Oh, I already have one open. Go over to the library utilities. Install from PTP. Open. Please wait. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go for this. I think I'm gonna go Skymark Airlines. Just because I want a change of scenery, literally. So let's sign this up. We'll do worry-free because I don't know what my time's gonna be like. The rest of these require you to do so many, and this last set I only skipped 2, so not too bad. Okay, those liveries are installed. I'll fire up the client in the background while we're thinking around here. So so I do worry free, which means there's no requirement of completing so many. And so then I'll just sign this contract worry free. Congrats, I'm now a Skymark Airlines. Okay, so now our dashboard should change. And now we're locked in for a week too, because we can't change it. Wait. Why is it? Oh, this has got to be a bug. Let's go to the so now we're locked in here. You can see I got 8 days or something like that I got to wait. But we got to generate a schedule. And so the schedule, what I usually do is I turn it all off, then I just go to my B73A. This keeps it so that it doesn't give me it. And I only like short haul because, well, I don't like sitting for that long. We'll do round trip from hub, so we'll go there and back. I kind of like that. Let's generate and see what we got. So some of these areas I don't know that well, so I think we're just going to pick it and say go for it. But if you look, the duration are all hour, less than 2 hours. So we click down here and say accept. Yes, schedule has been accepted. So now if we go to the dashboard, it should look different. I don't know why it shows this. This is a little weird, isn't it? But we're on Skymark. I don't know why it shows this. Filter types, career, purchased, events, generated. I don't know. But our first flight is what? We are going from Kobe Airport to Nagasaki Airport. That'd be fun. Still waiting for the client to come up. Those of you that play this know that it takes an extremely long time for this to come up. I like how this client interfaces, though. It gives me a lot less headache than On Air does. But they just recently did an update, and I haven't had as much issue since then. But it was random before too, so you never know. So I click this, it links up to my sim brief. We'll just generate a route. I kind of just let it go. I do increase the fuel by 5%, but I just let it dictate where I'm going to go. Looks like the client just came up. We got our sim brief done. There she is. Okay. Hangar. Bye, DHL. Change livery. Oh, we have to change planes too, because we were running the cargo only. So let's switch to the normal, and then livery, and we want Skymark. I have a few in here. Skymark. Okay. This is where they start. That's nice. What's this one look like? Oh my gosh. You gotta love it. I'm gonna run with this. All right. Now we just go ahead and set up for the airport. Where is it? RJBE. We'll adjust the time. That's another nice thing about PilotsLife is it doesn't care what time you have in the sim. And I rather fly during the daylight hours so I can see things, because I like looking at the ground and all that. This looks like it's in the middle of the water. Is that? Let's find out. Can't be in the middle of the water. Yeah. Gee. Oh dear. It's out of date. How did we get that? I think that just means that there's an update that I missed. Must have just came out though. I think it's still operational without it. So if I remember right, this is the airport. Is this the airport that's on a man-made island or that is a man-made? I think so. So everything's good to go except for let's get in the cockpit here. We'll load our flight plan. Now that we have the flight plan, let's actually, do we have power? Oh yeah. I keep getting this and the 777 confused where you have to align the nav, and this starts up with the nav already set up, so we'll just fire up the APU. Oh yeah, just gonna set this up. What I usually do is I go through and set this all up, and then we can mess around with GSX and see if it will actually do the loading. Most of this is just pushing buttons quickly. The next part, the N1 limit, we'll have to go to the performance calculator. This should come up with a load button here pretty soon. There it is. Execute, filled in all this. Unable to be cruise, which means the flight's too short to hit the cruise. We'll adjust it. Let's put it at 380. Let's just put it at 300. We might be able to make it. See if it comes back. Otherwise, we can go down to 240. Wait, I messed myself up, didn't I? Nah, there it is. All right, so now we can do the calculation here. I love this little panel here. It gives me a partial of the sim, especially the route. This is why I like just being able to see this right away. So we're going out 9. I don't know why this doesn't pick that up, but it doesn't. Not enough METAR information found? What? What? Wow. So you're saying we may have to wing it? That's crazy. Yeah. It can't hold the METAR. Wow. Okay. So fair enough. You may have to wing it. Because you can't. I'll tell you what. Hold on. METAR. I found it. So, never done this before, but wind. So this is 060, 10 knots. I don't know what this. That's a number I need. I'll figure it out. This here is 004. 30, I think. Calculate. Tow, 50. So we're on tow. We'll drop 50 in. 5, what? 5, 25, 43, so it's 5. I forgot that number already, 25, 43. 25, 43. Departure. So that's why I like this thing. Departure 9 just reminds me. It's pretty straightforward airport. Go here. We'll do an arrival. 14. Do we have an ILS? No. RNAV then, huh? This will be interesting. This gets me out of my comfort zone. I've been doing so many ILS. It's probably good. Stars. Better pull this up. You know what I mean? You know, you run the easy stuff for so long that you're not learning. This will be interesting. Let's get down here so we can see the runway. There she is. 14 right here. So really no choice, huh? We could try for this other one here if we wanted to bank out, but I think we should be fine. So that'll adjust. Looks like it might be a little windy. Let's try this again. So using the data that we have now. Did I close it? I did. Sorry. Huh. RNAV 14. More here. It's always weird how I don't always get stuff that matches up. Like, look at this is the transition here. But you don't get that. What you do get this one. And then it's also a star. Which is right here. Isn't that wild? So, alright, let's look at the... Let's look at how bad this is. No, it looks good, right? No descent path after Obi. Okay. Where's that at? Previous. There it is. So let's step through it. I wonder if that means that... I mean, there's... I don't get it. It's fine. We'll see how fine it is once we get there. That's usually where I discover what looks to be fine on the first blush. Yeah, it's not fine. Let's get the winds. I'll just minimize these. I minimize them. I'll ultimately close them. I minimize them just to get them out of my way. And forecast. Load. Okay, I think we're all set here. Let it calculate and see if there's any problems. So, climb to 300, cruise, descent. Yeah, that's disturbing. That bugs me. I'm not sure what that means. Because it looks fine on here. It's like we bridged it. We'll have to take care of it when we're in the air, I guess. So, yeah. Set the flight directors up. Usually like this at like 180. I'll set this to this direction, so set it up for intercept. I can adjust it once I'm up. We'll arm the auto throttle. I usually forget that. Alright, so this is up and running. Let's transfer the power over. Forgot to drop those. Now this is running. Let's get electric on for the hydraulics. Heat the windows. Drop the packs until we start the engines, because this will prohibit you from starting the engines. Fasten seatbelt, and this is actually a smoking sign, I think I was told. So, alright, let's load up ATC. I'll probably have to pull up that METAR again as we're arriving, because they don't have any details on it. That was a first for me. It's cool that it happened even.
ATC connected.
Let's see if the ATC can handle it. Oh, found it. All right, let's ask for clearance. Now, I may or may not do the voiceovers. I may just click. I got to get out of that habit because I really want to start doing VATSIM. But I'm lazy today.
Skymark 147.
Request IF or clearance to Nagasaki Airport.
I think it's this one.
Kobe ground, expect runway 09, Kobe 5 departure, with the Maiko transition, initial climb to 6,000 feet.
65.
Squawk 6505.
Kobe 5 departure with the Maiko transition. Squawk 6505. Skymark 147.
Skymark 147, lead back correct.
6505.
Call me back fan ready for pushback OR engine start.
What's that?
Wilco,
Oh, it's a
Skymark
test.
147.
Check that out. That's cool. Didn't ever paid attention to that, I guess.
TCAS test pass.
Test pass. Initial. $6,000. Okay, Miko. We're good. Yeah, let's start. Let's light this candle.
Skymark 147 at ramp 19er. Request pushback.
Skymark 147, Kobe ground,
Southwest.
pushback and engine start approval.
All right.
Face southwest.
So tail left.
Pushback approved. Face southwest. Skymark 147.
Let's see if GSX behaves. Oh, I toggled it. Yeah, that's what you always say. Oh yeah, we gotta... It's getting rid of everything around me. So we need to get rid of that shock, set the brake. Then you have to go in here because it's not on the flight bag. So we'll remove these. They pulled away the stairs. We don't need this. We'll fire up Volanta so we have that data. Oh, hey, we get our own plane type. That's cool. Add flight plan. Boom, it should show up. Huh, didn't show up. It's weird. There it goes. They're still connecting. Can't see really well here. Let me get closer. Oh, I forgot to do the whole loading thing, didn't I? Alright, I'll do departure. Sorry. Tail left, I think I decided. Alright. We can start the engines. Missing anything? That I can tell. Oh, the bleed. I always forget the bleed. Fuel. I forget, does this have windows? It does. Oh, there's a way to get rid of this. I forgot. I saw it somewhere. Thought you could open the windows. I guess not. Bummer. There was a way to fold this up. Oh no! Yes. Alright, well. I think we lost our pushback. That's alright. We're close enough. So we'll just lock the brakes. Finish the start. Well, hopefully it'll work for when we do deboarding, when we land. I forgot to check that it needed an update. I just did it yesterday. Alright, let's add the fuel. Just in case you didn't know, I got a dialogue for the back-end script engine for a GSX here. Hopefully it doesn't interrupt my takeoff, that it disappeared like that. Alright, I think we have a good engine start. We do. Alright, that's called... Not sure why you have a master caution here. Alright, the engines are up, so now I can turn the packs back on. I usually forget these. We're going up to 300. So the pressurizer is set up. Switch to engines for this. Turn off APU. What am I missing? Nothing, I don't think. Alright, let's call for taxi.
Skymark 147. Request taxi to the active.
Oh wow, I didn't know if I pressed that twice it did that.
ランウェイ09タクシーディアパパ4
Holy
パパ
cow.
2パパ1単語1
Look at that
Runway
taxi.
09er taxi via Papa 4, Papa 3,
And we're not
Papa
facing
2,
the right
Papa 1,
direction.
Tango
I
1,
thought-
Skymark
How do
147.
I always mess it up? Okay, we gotta go the other way. So, while we're sitting here, let's get the trim 462. Let's get that settled before we get out of here. You have to have the hydraulics on for this to work, and I always wait till later to get the trim. It's not like you really adjust it that far. It's usually in that green area. Alright, let's go outside. Look from here. I gotta set that default camera. I like this, like, something like this, you know? So, according to his instructions, we need to go the other way. Let's just turn left. It's a beautiful landscape. I don't know why GSX always says this parking space is too small, because this is a 737. I mean, it's sitting in a medium spot. That should be the size that it needs, right? Alright, so we need to go out this way. It shows me going directly to my left, but there's no taxiway there. So we will kind of work our way. Actually, that's the runway to our left, isn't it? It means to go on this line here. So we still have to do just the flaps, I think. Oh, did we turn the flag? I'll probably get flagged for this. Yep, I forgot it. I gotta get a checklist and start following them. Keep saying that. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be up here too. Hey, it's a canoe. How's a canoe? So I'm flying for a new airline. Are you a Pokemon fan? Nope. It's not European Transport Airlines. We are now in Skymark. We're flying in Japan. Where Skymark has a Pokemon theme. Take a look at the Pokemon livery. Right? There's two of them, so that I'm running this one right now. Some guy posted this one. Actually, I grabbed a bunch of what he did, so we can rotate liveries and check them out. I wanted to do passenger travel again because I want to use GSX more. Although it just crashed on me, but it also said there's an update, so I think that might be part of the problem. So we'll have to. I was going to do a boarding, but it crashed. Well, technically I screwed up. I missed the boarding and went right to back up and start up, or push back and start, and that's where it crashed. But I'll try the deboarding when we get to the end here. This is the airport that's an island in Japan. How cool is this? It is surrounded by water. There's a bridge that goes over. This is the one that's sinking. It is really cool. I wanted a different setup, a different scenery, you know? So I thought, every week I can change airlines. Every week comes out with a new job list. Yeah, it's man-made. The whole thing is man-made. And it's sinking, and all they're doing is putting up berms to try to save it. They're saying that it'll probably be a lost cause in like 20 years or something.
スカイマーク147コンタクト神戸タワー126で閉まる2バイバイ
Contact Tower 126.2, Skymark 147.
I just thought I'd switch it up a little bit. There was a Turkish Air that I almost went with that would have been cool too. I think if it's offered next week, unless there's a better choice, I might go with that or apply to it because it was really neat, some of the routes that they had as well, and I already have their livery installed. But we'll see what next week holds. I was a little shocked. I couldn't pull the METAR for this airport, so I had to look it up online. All right, let's get the flaps are up. I think that's all I got to do. I think that's all I have left. I have the brakes already. So, yeah, I think we're good to go. So, let's get request departure.
Skymark 147, ready to go. Runway 09er.
Lights.
スカイマーク147神戸タワーウィンド070 at 10ランウェイ09クリアラド for takeoff
Runway 09er, cleared for takeoff. Skymark 147.
Righto. Let's get on the runway here. Oh, Canoe. The 727 shows up on Contrail tomorrow. Alright. Taxi off. Let's rev the engines. And we're out of here.
knots.
80 knots. Check, yes, they say. V1 coming up. V1. There. Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Skymark 147コンタクト東京コントロール133デシマル5
Contact Tokyo Control 133.5. Skymark 147.
Alright, we gotta turn the bird around because we need to go the other
Tokyo
way.
Control. Skymark 147. 1,000 feet.
Get
スカイマーク
flaps
147
up.
東京コントロールアイデンティファイドクライム2フライトレベル160
160.
Climb to flight level 160. Skymark 147.
Flaps up. Look how pretty it is. Alright, we gotta turn this bird around because gotta hit heading. Yeah, for sure. This guy did a really good job. He's got a whole fleet of them, but I only got 2 specialty. I'll have to go on to see what else he's made. But we got a solid week with the at least with the new airline. Alright, we need to get this to intercept. Oh, I bet. Whoa. Where all the clouds come from? Set the brakes for up for landing. Gear in the normal position. Lights. Not there. What am I looking for? Oh, this. Alright, we should be able to plug this in. No, no, gotta wait till we cross. Got a ways to go for crossing. I think this was a good choice. It's pretty cool. Let's see. What does it look like in the seat? Oh, no. Intercept, not... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm working on it. Hey, look, they have a Pikachu on the tip. That's funny. It is so cool. Look at the bridge and the clouds. How are we at? We're pretty close. You let me hit LNAV yet? Hey, LNAV on target. Probably should set up for landing now.
スカイマーク147クライム2フライトレベル3通
Or we'll do that. 320.
Climb to flight level 320, Skymark
Even though I
147.
put in 300 as the cruise. Really wish they would coordinate.
スカイマーク147コンタクト東京コントロール124デシマル9-5
Contact Tokyo Control 124.905.
She
Skymark
should
147.
bank.
Have a good
She
day.
did. Good. Go to standard.
Tokyo Control.
I have
Skymark
not.
147. Flight
Is
level
there anything cool
144.
going on?
スカイマーク147東京コントロールアイデンティファイ
Arrival. No METAR for RJFU. Okay. RJFU. Oh, very cool. I'll have to take a look at that then. What do I need for... Oh, I need to look up the airport. That's what I need. Go back. Arrival. We're doing 14? Yeah, 14. We're doing RNAV. So we're coming in. Our minimums are 264. This is a manual landing, man. No more auto land. 264. What's the course? Course is... 164. 146. Okay, that's locked in. That's all I got. So, oh, we need to lock in the, arm the flaps. They're alarmed. We're good to go. Well, cool. Let's see. Wilds, huh? Is that like a whole new expansion then? So, because I was doing, what was I doing? I was doing, I forget which one Monster Hunter I had. World. I was Monster Hunter World. There was something that came out after that, and then is this yet another one? Let's take a look. Oh, sorry, I had the camera on my cursor. Monster Hunter. Right, so Rise was something that came out. This one must be called Hunter Wilds. Gameplay, history. Monster Hunter Wilds. The only problem I have with the Monster Hunter franchise is that the key bindings are a pain if you're not on console. You know what I mean? When you're on PC. I wonder what differences there are going to be. Wilds. Oh, I see all the different weapon movies are coming out. Wonder how expensive it's going to be. How we doing? Banking. We're at 24,000. Are you done with what's it called? Soul. Not the Demon Soul, but the other one, the new one. I have it in my wish list. I always forget the name. Oh, Elden Ring. So, Canoe, did you buy a long cable for your streaming setup for upstairs? Or no, downstairs? How well ground looks from here. Looks pretty good. How are we doing? 300. We're almost at top of descent here. That's why the computer was complaining about 380 not being able to. So it's never going to reach 320 or 32,000. It's never going to reach that. We got to start coming down right after this waypoint, after 41 nautical. Hopefully we don't have to go into a hold. Fuel looks good. So might as well get this down. Call it good here. There's no way we're going to get to 32,000. Just turn around and go to 290. else we got going on? Oh, look at that. Do I have... My screenshot goes on and off. It depends. I don't know why it's doing it now. It's like when I run stuff with Chrome in it, it disables my screenshot. It's kind of annoying, really. Oh well. No screenshots for you. I like it that close. That's kind of cool. We've got 20 nautical still. I like short flights. Might be better like this, a little bit lower. So you're like on the, no. Well, maybe. No, you lose detail when you, I don't know. It's a long descent. And then Ogie, we have something going on there at that point. I'm not sure why. I'm sure we'll find out when we get there. 9 nautical. Looks like we've got plenty of time to come down. Wonder why that... Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Why I was complaining about the descent. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose. Six nautical. Alright, let's call for it.
Skymark 147, ready for descent.
スカイマーク147サルクニフォームランウェイ32ディセンド2は1000フィート QNH1003
10,000.
Sark
11,000.
uniform, runway 32, descend to 1000 feet. Skymark 147.
1103. 1003. That's what I meant to say. Okay. Got that set. Drag required. Alright, fine. Drag engaged.
スカイマーク147コンタクト福岡コントロール132デシマル5ハブエイグッドで
Contact Fukuoka Control 132.5. Skymark 147. Bye-bye. Fukuoka Control, Skymark 147. Good
You
day.
see it right here?
Descending via SARV cuneiform. Flight level
That's cool.
295.
スカイマーク147福岡コントロールレーダーコンタクト
I don't know why we need so much drag, but we got 67 nautical to get down to 11,000 feet. More than that. Ridiculous. Back to armed. It should be fine. I think we're good. Set this to 146. Going the wrong way. The heck? I think we're good. What's going on and back, because it's all empty back here, because I think that thing crashed since it crashed. There's no people back here. Yeah. I think we're close to, yeah, we're on target. This will be interesting. Down to 11,000 in 15, 45, 40, 50 nautical. Should be able to do it. I think we'll have to. I think we'll get the stick at the threshold. Have to take it all the way thrust in, all the way further in to the touchdown. It's funny how I'm watching the landscape change right in this little pocket here. It's got like multiple drawing things that it's doing down there. Might be with the detail that I have set. There, it just shifted over here too. Maybe as we're dropping altitude, the detail filter is opening up and saying, hey, you gotta draw that now. This whole mountain shifted here. How are we doing? 22 nautical to next point. And nautical. What else we got looking out? Here. Where the airport is. We're at 18. There's an airport down below us. Right here. I don't think that's it though. It was really cool. Trying to spot things down here. $17,000 and still decreasing. Don't even have the runway on the autopilot yet. It's still on the other page. Oh, look at this. Wonder what it is. Some kind of track of some sorts. $15. This was probably the 11,000 restriction. Actually, no, 11's later, isn't it? Must be this range. Almost looks like a airport there. Not sure. It's really wild watching everything morph. I'm sure that's my settings. If I ever get a 4090 or if I ever get a 4090 or a
Contact
5080 or
Fukuoka Control
something,
126
turn it on to
1.
max.
Skymark 147. Have a good day. Fukuoka Control, Skymark 147, descending via SARV cuneiform, flight level 150.
スカイマーク147福岡コントロールアイデンティファイド
See, are we coming up on... No, guess that's not the range either. Wonder if we gotta go all the way over here still. doing here? 12,000. Wonder if I can figure out how to put these things away. There's a way to tuck these away, I swear. Is that it? Nope. That's the blinds. It's here somewhere. What's this? Oh, is that the air? That's what it looks like. Don't open the window. Maybe this is it. No. Now it's complaining about coming up on 11. I think that sound is a constraint. Or no, it's coming up on the altitude that I adjusted. Steep descent after. Okay, so we'll have to take over at that. Steep descent from 11,000 to 7,000? Oh, it's in a short time though. I see. We still got 20 nautical before Ogie. Yeah, we can handle it. That's what it was complaining about when we were setting up for that. And it was this range. Doesn't look like it's 11,000. It's more like 7. Alright, so set up for. I think it'll hold us because of the constraint. Yeah, there's Ogie. Might be a tricky airport to get in on. Nautical until Ogie. I think that's here on this ridge here. Means the airport must be over here somewhere. Just judging by that. Well, no, we're banking right. I have no idea. Seven nautical. Yeah. So this ridge is the reason we had that constraint. Right after that constraint, then we'll drop down, and it's probably another. This is probably the 7,000 year.
スカイマーク147コンタクト長崎アプローチ121デシマル0
Contact Nagasaki approach 121.0, Skymark 147.
Yep, look at that.
Nagasaki, Skymark 147, 11,100 feet with information Echo.
スカイマーク147長崎アプローチ
We're banking right.
Expect radar vectors for ILS Yankee runway 32.
QN H1003, expect radar vectors for ILS Yankee Runway 32, Skymark 147.
We drop speed as well. There we go. Big bank.
Skymark 147.
7,000.
Descend to 7,000 feet. QNH1003.
She's already started. Good.
Descend to 7,000 feet, QN H1003,
Oh, and it dropped
Skymark
speed.
147.
Alright, drag. Got it. Yeah, I know. It's enabled. Okay. Oh, we're getting a little bit of frame lag. Looks like we're on speed. Drag off. Well, not off, it's set to arm, but I think arm is only for when it actually lands. Ooh, we need to dump some more. Let's add more drag. We need to really lose some altitude. That's what they meant by steep.
Skymark 147. Descend
4,600.
to 4,600 feet.
Descend to 4,600 feet, Skymark 147.
Where's this airport at? Well, it's still not on the page yet, but it's the next page because there's only two. Yeah, we gotta lose a lot more, a lot faster. We're not on slope. We're above it. I don't think I can give you any more drag. $7,000.
Skymark 147. Leave Otakusa heading 160. Expect radar vectors for ILS Yankee runway 32.
Leave Otaxa heading 160, expect radar vectors for ILS Yankee Runway 32, Skymark 147.
Skymark 147. Turn left. Heading 160. Vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 160, Skymark 147.
Skymark 147. Turn left. Heading 155.
Turn left, heading 155, Skymark 147.
Alright, let's widen this out a little bit so I can see what's going on. Still don't know where the airport is. It's off to my left. Somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's an island. Oh, go figure. What? Yeah, it is. Oh, I forgot to, lights on. Are we even? Yeah, we're on we're on slope now. It's gonna bank left hard here pretty soon. Gear down, laps. Armed. $2,400, huh? Approach selected. It kicked it right off. Approach. Laps 5. It's 20, I think. Laps full.
Approaching minimums. 300 minimums. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Oh. Why is it so slippery? And touchdown. Let's get our gate.
Skymark 147. Request taxi to assigned gate.
Skymark 147, welcome to Nagasaki Airport. No suitable gates for your aircraft exist at this airport.
No suitable
Taxi
gate.
at pilot's discretion.
Why? This plane is not that
Wilco,
big.
taxi at my discretion. Skymark 147.
Oh yeah, we gotta get rid of the spoilers are still engaged. There we go. The heck? Flaps are still down? I'd shut those off. Alright, let's see if GSX is on board. I don't see it. Oh, now I do. So beyond ATC didn't know that there was a spot. Yeah, move, would you? Okay, it was aborted for safety reasons. Well, that's super handy. Let's see if the marshal's there at least. I think it was over here somewhere. I think, oh, there's numbers. It's 3. I think I chose like 5 or something. Five. See if we can see him. I kind of can see him in the distance there. Slow it down here. I think that means more to the right. What do we look like? Yep, more to the right. He always complains about my... Oh, not quite. Okay. He's like, no, not quite. A little bit more. Alright. Now he's going to tell me how terrible I did. Brake hit. Let's get the APU on. Drop the engines. A bit too far askew. All right. I'll get better. I submitted the flight. We're good there. Let's put the chocks on. Request ground power. Should be able to switch to ground power as soon as it's available. There it is. Turn off the APU. Deboard. How far off was I? Oh. My wheels weren't centered. My nose is right. It's just my wheels aren't aligned properly. Yeah, a little bit of lag here. The flights. How well did I hit? 327. I gotta get better at that too. Oh well. How did the Pilot's Life score me? Initial approach too fast. Landing rate too high. Taxi light off. I wonder what you must have to flip that taxi light like right when you touch the ground or something. Crazy. I think I'm gonna call it here. I'll let the deboarding finish. But it was a cool flight, though. I like the area. Let's go to the oh, I won't screw around. My poor 380 Ti. Just not good enough anymore for Microsoft Flight Sim. Even though I'm showing, you know, barely used, I think. Let me look at the task manager here. I mean, memory maxes out all the time, but I got a feeling that that's just a bunch of, you know, cache. It's 50%, so I suppose it is. And I'm streaming, so. I thought about getting a 4090, but I'm kind of worried about the melting cable problem. really curious to see what the 2024 holds for us for performance, since it's going to be true multi-threaded. So the automation for GSX here, when you do a deboarding, it brings the fuel truck and all that stuff afterwards. So I think the deboarding sets off the like turnaround flight operation, which I probably should start doing, but I'll have to get on that. I think my turnaround flight, I didn't look. Let me look at it. I think it just turns around and goes back where we were, because I think I chose flights from a hub. Let's look. Schedule. Yeah, we're just going from Nagasaki back to Kobe. Yeah, so it's just a turnaround. I should start doing that. A little longer, I mean twice as long, duh. But it'd be cool to see if I can't integrate the GSX completely into the flight, make it more like real, you know, add more realism, if you will. Okay, I think this is going to be it. Well, I hope if you watch this, I hope you enjoyed it. I like the new scheme. I like where we're flying. I like the look of everything. Feel like we're going from island to island with our flight. I'll start trying to work on getting the flight and the turnaround flight as part of the stream. So, anyway, well,